So, done my trip to Bunnings. I've managed to pick up some lock nuts, which I'm pretty sure are the same size as the link pins. So, that should be good. I've been in contact with a member of the Adventra page, who shall remain nameless until he tells me that he wants to be named. He's said he's got some ramps and some other bits and pieces that I require, which are free to use. So I'm going to swing around to his place now and get this baby fixed and hopefully be back on the road. Seeing how today goes, it's almost 2 o'clock, so I'll probably call it a day here, find somewhere to check in and just do a bit of research on the old COVID situation with Queensland and Northern Territory and WA and see if I can complete the last leg. So some good news and some bad news out of Alice Springs. I guess we'll start with the good news. Everyone likes good news. Did meet up with a fellow Adventra member out here in Alice who was nice enough to give me a hand getting the rear section of the exhaust back on. That was pretty simple. Slip it back on, locked it in with a couple of tech screws so it ain't going anywhere, and then did the pipe clamps back up. The second part of the job, the link bars, I did manage to get some nylock nuts for the link bars. I replaced all 4. Now, the bad news, one of those 4 didn't quite go as planned. With me putting the link bar back in, probably, damned if you do, damned if you don't. If I didn't put it in, I would have had to slow down. Obviously the coring would have been as good as it should have been. All sorts of things were not going to be good. I put it back in, I risked damaging the link bar, but having 90% suspension. So I did that, and in the process I've ruined the thread on the top of the link bar. So the nylock nut will go on. It has gone to a certain point, but it's not going to go past that point now. So link bar's ruined. I've double dodged it at the moment, so I did have some metal cable ties which you may have seen. I've now grabbed 2 of the spare hose clamps in the hope that my cooling system doesn't need them. So 2 hose clamps, opened them right up, doubled them up, so I've got one big one, and I've now put that around the strut and the link bar, pulling it all together so it's not rattling around anymore. I'm going to have to get a new link bar sent in, so I'm going to be in Alice for a couple of days. WA, it's usually wait ages. Northern Territory, I think their slogan is not today, not tomorrow, and not then. So we'll just have to wait until it comes in, fix up the repair and go from there. Until then, 2 days in Alice. I mean, it could be in worse places. Alice is pretty nice so far, so I'll have a scoot around and see what's happening. Don't punish the car too much and see what this place has got to offer.